Okay, hello guys, Cartoon Retro Boy 64 is here, and I know it's been a while since I talked about or did a video about Lightning Bliss or anything like that, and here are some reasons why. Because I don't want to make her uncomfortable, I don't want to, cause anything to happen again, like the thing that happened like 2 months ago again, and it's because I don't want to, I don't want her to, completely just, I'm not gonna say like avoid me, but I would say probably just like be not happy with me. So yeah, those are the reasons. But this video will be talking about comparing Lightning Bliss to Luke Vaughn of all people. You know, the smart reviewer that kind of gives us like um, he's the YouTuber who does SpongeBob retrospectives. You know, the one that has a lot of unique opinions that is different from other people's stuff like that. Now you're probably wondering, is this going to be a video about me talking about comparing Lightning Bliss to Luke Vaughn of all people? Well, kind of. I mean, there's not much I can really say about this because this will probably be a short video, but if they do watch this video, then hear me out, okay? So if they do watch this video and stuff like that, then that'll be kind of neat. But I'm pretty sure that they won't be watching this video, of course. If they do, then I'm pretty sure I'll be cut, though. So I'm not gonna say who was better, but I'm gonna just compare them together because I feel like they have some similarities to each other. This by Luke Vaughn being a femboy that presents him in a female manner, and Lightning Bliss being a full-grown mare that's a woman. So let's get with the elephant in the room. Let's talk about reviews wise. Both Lightning Bliss and Luke Vaughn have a similar way of doing reviews. They review episode in a detailed manner, which is not a bad thing because I kind of like that, honestly. Actually, Pups 4 Thug actually does the same thing too, but we'll get to that. Well, I'll do another video about comparing another YouTuber to another, but I'll save that for next video. Let's see. Review-wise, they are very similar to each other. Because like I said before, they do review episodes episodes of a show they like, and they also review them in a detailed manner and give them a rating. Now, in the case of Luke Vaughn, he gives the episode a rating from a scale to 1 to 10, unlike Lightning Bliss, who reviews the episode with a good, bad, or okay rating. Which kind of reminds me a lot of High Guy Rules, of course, because High Guy Rules is one of those YouTubers I used to like, but I don't like him anymore, honestly. Same with Mr. Enter, honestly. I'm surprised Luke Vaughn never met Lightning Bliss before, but I wait, what I'm talking about? Seeing my favorite Spawn reviewer meet my second favorite My Little Pony reviewer would be kind of a crossover, but I'm pretty sure that will never happen. So. Scrap that idea in general. Anyway, another thing I want to compare why I want to compare these two people is because they have some similar ideas when it comes to videos. So in the case of Luke Vaughn, he does reviews of, like I said, he does reviews of episodes of SpongeBob, while Lightning Bliss does the opposite. She does reviews of My Little Pony. So two of my favorite shows in two different reviewers, of course. Though Lightning Bliss does reviews, she used to do a lot of reviews, but not anymore, I think, because she has other projects, which kind of gives her the upper hand, honestly, when it comes to unique videos. But we'll get to unique videos in a little bit, honestly. Anyway, so yeah, who wins this round? I'm gonna give it to Luke Vaughn because honestly, I like his unique opinions that he does for episodes personally more. I don't know, it just seems I can't even agree with some of his opinions, honestly. While I do like Lightning Bliss's reviews of episodes, some of her reviews are kind of hit or miss for me, such as the Mold Down review, which I understand is because I understand that she thinks it's a mediocre episode, but I wouldn't go that far to say it's like that. It's not even that, you know, it's not even that bad. It's just pretty good, honestly. But I can understand if she doesn't like it as much as everyone else does. So, yeah. Next topic I want to talk about is emotions. Now, in the case of Luke Vaughn, he puts a disclaimer at the beginning of the video about usually his emotions are used for are for episodes that he's reviewing. So any real emotion will come to the episodes, not his emotion himself. This is kind of, I think this is where it's at its point in his Big Sister Sam review, which is probably his most craziest review he ever did for an episode, because he went crazy in that segment of the season 7 retrospective. But honestly, when it comes to handling emotions, I'm gonna have to give this to. Okay, well actually we can't say like Luke Vaughn is easily winning, because he did get serious in his Sent a Money review anyway. The Sent a Money section of season 7 retrospective. What about Lightning Bliss? What does she do? Well, it's not pretty, okay? Now, like I said, I don't hate Lightning Bliss at all. I really like her channel and her personality, but I will admit, the way she handles emotions is kind of a little bit hard to say. It's hit or miss for me. While I do like her showing emotion in videos, I wouldn't say don't go too far, because, then I would be kind of like, it would be hit or miss for me. I would just say that's a mixed quality for me. Now, there is sometimes where it works perfectly fine, or should I say really good, is probably the Missing Colors episode, or should I say event, I believe. Because it shows her real emotions and how she's upset over, something about her family, and I think that really works personally for the video, because it gets me emotional a little bit, but, you know what I mean? I think everyone else is emotional about that video too. So, yeah. Another thing I want to talk about is how do these handle others? How about unique video-wise? I'm going to have to give this to Lightning Bliss, because Luke Vaughn is mostly doing Splendor retrospectives nowadays, since 2023. And I think Lightning Bliss has more unique videos overall. She has a lot of things. She has Magic Lesson series. She has a whole... Sure, she does My Little Pony reviews, but... and she also has Blissy Idea and Loopy Idea. She has... Wait, I gotta remember the last one. I gotta remember the last few ones. She does reactions to videos, I think in the past, I believe. She does the TMF analysis series, TMF2 analysis series. She does... what else she does on the channel? I can't remember. Oh yeah, she does shorts. She does... let's see, what else she does? Let's see. I gotta remember, honestly, considering... Maybe I'll go search up her YouTube channel and see what else she does. Because, I can't remember all of them, honestly, considering that's just a lot to process. But, I'm not gonna let that go besides me, honestly. I'm just saying that for sure. Oh yeah, I forgot, she does audio commentaries. She does events announcements. She does full-length videos that are not from the Magic Lesson series. She does Christmas videos, Halloween videos, and also other videos that are related to her friends and herself too. So, let's just say a lot of good variety. Honestly. That's better than how Luke Vaughn handles his own videos, because, not gonna lie, his own videos are kinda not really that good. And even though I didn't see his old Splendor review, I'm probably glad I didn't, because I'm pretty sure it would be cringe. But, I'm still a big fan of Luke Vaughn, though. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so when it comes to, like, animation-wise, who does the better animation? Lightning Bliss, because I think, even though I like Luke Vaughn's, stiff, stills, I feel like Luke Vaughn should do animation more in his videos, honestly, retrospectives, honestly. Because I like the animation more than actually the animated stills themselves, honestly. Because they're just stills. They're just stills. So they're kind of like Pie Rules in a nutshell. But that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that as a bad thing. I'm just saying this is just a critical thing. So don't take it too seriously, okay? Let's see. What can I compare? What else can I compare these two to? What else can I compare these two? Honestly, let's see. What else can I say? How does how which one handles their which one has better? Okay, so like I said, Lightning Bliss wins the animation department, but let's see. Who has the better? Which would be? Okay, let's see. Who handles? Let's see who handles the. Let's see who does better editing on the videos. I'm gonna say Lighting Bliss because even though I like Luke Vaughn's editors, I kind of prefer Lighting Bliss's editing because I think she does a really good job at doing her videos. Honestly, when it comes to editing, so sorry, Luke Vaughn. I still like your YouTube channel, but you don't win this round, honestly. So sorry fans if this ticks you off. And sorry Luke Vaughn if this ticks you off too. And so is Lighting Bliss. Okay, so it comes to this. Which one has better music though? Okay, so Lighting Bliss also wins this round because I think Luke Vaughn just uses music from other games and media and SpongeBob music because, you know, it's for his segments of the video. But I feel like that's kind of a little lame. I wish it was original music, honestly. But I get it's because, you know, that's just his way of, you know, doing music and videos. But I just prefer Lighting Bliss's music because she has composers that does the music herself instead of using music from other media or shows or even SpongeBob in general. So sorry if it sounds like I'm being negative right now. Who has the better voice? Let's see, what's next? Who has the better voice acting? I'm gonna have to give this to Luke Vaughn, honestly. I like Lighting Bliss's voice, but honestly, her voice acting in videos. But I prefer Luke Vaughn's voice acting because it just sounds very buttery and smooth. Though Lighting Bliss also has a buttery smooth voice. Okay, so let's see. What else can I say? Who has the better let's see. Who has the better overall structure, honestly, of videos? I think I'll give this to Lighting Bliss, honestly. Because even though Luke Vaughn is just doing fun retrospectives, so I can't really say that's not much variety, honestly. I would appreciate if there was gaming videos too, anyway. Considering he did gaming videos on Kirby Adventure, and I wouldn't mind if he does a live stream of a SpongeBob game or something like that. That would be kind of cool. But of course, he has to do these retrospectives first, so we'll never know if he'll do SpongeBob video games next, honestly, or the movies, honestly. Okay, so what about overall content, though? I'm gonna give this to Lighting Bliss. Yes, even though Luke Vaughn is my favorite SpongeBob reviewer, I'll give it to Lighting Bliss because honestly, Lighting Bliss just has much better variety in videos. Honestly, actually, even commented in one of my videos on this channel. Honestly, so you know about something, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. So hopefully, you guys understand. Thankfully. Actually, in Maddie Munchin's live stream, she actually knows I like SpongeBob. Which is kind of crazy to think about because, you know, even though I talk about SpongeBob a lot, it's the show that influenced me a lot, honestly, as a kid. So, this is kind of what you expect from a SpongeBob fan, honestly. And I think, and to be fair, Lighting Bliss is a My Little Pony reviewer and fan, so honestly, I just feel like SpongeBob and My Little Pony are the two shows I watch the most, honestly, because they're both really good shows. So it's Fairy Godparents too, actually. And Loud House, of course. Okay, so who's the winner here? Luke Vaughn has a lot of points and Lighting Bliss has a lot of points, but when it comes to me personally, what do I pick? I'm gonna give this a lighting bliss. Yes. Yes. Okay, so before any Luke Vaughn fans comes in to attack me, hear me out. I love Luke Vaughn. I love his videos. I love a lot of his retrospectives. But I'm gonna have to be honest, I wish there was more variety in videos, honestly, besides the retrospectives. But I know it's hard to do, like, more side videos before doing the big projects, I get it. I get that. But this is just me. This is my opinion, so comment down below. Who actually, here's an idea. What if Luke Vaughn meets Lighting Bliss? Okay, I know that would be a weird crossover, but I can see the potential of doing a crossover event. Imagine like having Luke Vaughn's like editors and Lighting Bliss's editors come together to cross over both Luke Vaughn and Lighting Bliss. That would be a cool crossover, honestly. But I doubt that will ever happen, so yeah, I doubt that will ever happen, honestly. So you can scrap that. Honestly, if Lighting Bliss doesn't want to have that idea come out, then I think that would be perfectly fine, because I don't expect a crossover between my favorite Spawn YouTuber and my second favorite My Little Pony reviewer. So I'm just saying this for, like, personally. So, but which one had the bigger impact actually for the final one? I think Lighting Bliss, because I watched her channel since 2015, and I've been a fan of her since 2015, of course, so I think she has the bigger impact overall, personally. I've been watching Lighting Bliss's videos since 2015, so I was only 4 years old back then, honestly. And I'm perfectly fine with that, because honestly, even though some of her reviews were kind of like, are outdated nowadays, I still enjoy them, honestly. And that's all that matters, honestly, is that I enjoy them. So honestly, if Lighting Bliss is watching this, then you can keep doing your content, and honestly, you can take your time on your content, and honestly, I wouldn't mind, because like I said, I just appreciate the production and editing and animation on the videos, honestly, your videos. So just please hear me out, honestly, on this. But that's pretty much it for this video, honestly. Yes, I know I know Luke Vaughn lost in this competition, or should I say this, battle of who's the better reviewer, honestly. But honestly, Luke Vaughn is very close to being being close, honestly. But I think Lighting Bliss has the bigger impact on me. Honestly, she reminds me a lot of my mom. Now, before she actually watches this video, hear me out. I think when I was, like, reading your comments again, see, I'm gonna have to, I have to see this comment again, because, it's been, like, a few months, it's been, like, 10 months since I actually seen that comment. So, actually, I'm not gonna read that comment. Probably not gonna read that comment right now, because, I still have to, do stuff anyway. But, yeah. Anyway, so, now, this is not just me just, like, saying that Lighting Bliss is the ultimate YouTuber of all time. Not exactly. Or should I say, I wouldn't say that she's even the best YouTuber I can think of right now. Because, I'll be honest, she's my second favorite. third would be Luke Vaughn, of course, and then number 1 would be Dr. Wolf, of course, because, you know, the TMF2 analysis series is just personally just amazing. But, I mean, like I said, I don't really know too much about these videos, but, you know, I watched these videos since 2017 when I was at least 6 years old, so, yeah. I may be a minor, but at least I'm having fun watching these Lighting Bliss and Luke Vaughn videos, so, yeah, you know. Though I doubt they'll probably watch this video, so, yeah. Let's see. Well, I hope she doesn't comment on this video though. Hopefully not. But because I don't want her to seem like I'm just comparing her to Luke Vaughn and thinking that either of them is the better YouTuber. Honestly, because it's just a fun comparison, and I just like to compare. I don't usually compare YouTubers to each other, but this is the only one example of doing that. Honestly, so please don't take it as fact, and please don't take it as serious, please. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. And Cartoon Retro Boys out. And I say hi to Luke Vaughn and Lighting Bliss, or at least, you know, whatever. I still like their videos though. Thumbs up for me. And at least I'll keep on being a fan of them. And, you know, like I said, and, you know, other stuff. I'll probably do a video of, like, hopefully, if I do a follow-up video on this, then hopefully I'll be talking about the comments if there's a new comment on this video, but I doubt it. Oh well, okay. So let's move on. I gotta think of, yeah, okay. So that's all I want to talk about in this video. So happy Columbus Day, and I'll see you guys later on. So do another video. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Cartoon Retro Boys out.